playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the
on the first drive. That can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Four yards remain for second down.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Check. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Mike's 22. Mike's 22.
They'll set up to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they're going to face a 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
15's mine. I'm taking it. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the slash, watch the slash. Mike's feet.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll look to throw here. And this is caught. He hits more. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just
going to the air on the opening drive.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check. Check. Check.
Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Their fullback try and push the pile. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here 1st and goal.
I got him.
They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Rip right. Check 37, check 37. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll go with the keeper. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Hayden Hurst there to make the grab. And the Jets are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point through the snowflakes, second good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. This to the outside for Mack. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts in drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Jets will extend their... And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Wilson. This is the tight end fan. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Matt. Matt gets hit and the ball is free. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for the outlet, and he's got more. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Pat. 2-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They go play action with Wilson. His throw incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession, and they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Rifles one, and that's going to Justin Simmons, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Open man is Duvernay.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Wilson. He's got his tight end fan. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Okay, Frank. 51 to my drive. 51 to my.
On first down, Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Third down, here's Williams. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. T. Higgins there to make the grab. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. 22, Mike. 22. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Mike 22.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And all the way in. Touchdown. as the first half is winding down. And the Jets would extend their lead here just before halftime. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Now Wilson on first down. He'll fire one downfield for Finn, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments are underway in the locker rooms. Which of these two teams will survive and advance to next weekend's AFC Championship game? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And that falls to the ground incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there. That would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, one set, one set. Go.
Now a handoff off as they run left side. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
He's got his big tight end fan. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Judy complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll hand it off now, Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Okay, ready?
On 3rd down, it's Williams. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. T. Higgins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York York offense taking over for their next possession. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Mike, 7. Let's go, D. 7's a Mike. Mike, 7. Watch the twist.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Check 99. Check 99.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. Hey, 4 down. 4 down. Going to 88. They're going to 88.
Here's Carter on the read option.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Carter with it. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Ricky. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Target. Cowboy 80. Kill. Hey, try to go.
And they give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action now. Wilson. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Play action. It's Wilson. That's taken in by Duvernay. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This goes to Mack on the check down. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PA. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Marlon Mack, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. Big yardage that time. for the Jets. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. That's the way in. Touchdown, New York. Elijah Moore, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets, on just 2 plays, have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And will take his 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, the offense can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run it again with Williams. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The Broncos on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Fan. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. The quick slant caught. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Williams. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. He got halfway home there, down to the 1, but a good job of keeping him out of the end zone.
Exactly. Halfway home isn't all the way home, right? So they feel pretty good about keeping him out on that play.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Wilson on the keeper. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. It's Mack, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Marlon Mack with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Well, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away from the 6. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Dancing to his left. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And some space here. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Hey, we got 4. Got 4 down. 4 down. Check 24. Check 24. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Exit. Exit. Devon's a mud. They can't hang with them.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Moore.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4.
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things out.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Forced out to his left. And that's caught by Williams. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Carter once more. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On the counter, Carter. And he stopped immediately there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Now Carter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And this one is right through. And it will make this a 9-point lead. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.